Welcome back, co-creators. Today, I am going to talk about visualization and this nagging feeling that a lot of us have that comes up when we try to do a visualization activity or try to imagine a positive outcome. This question of, am I making it all up? Or I think I'm just making it up, so it's just me trying to control the outcome or something, okay? So the reason why I opened with co-creators is because while I do experience you as dear friends, I'm coming to really love the concept of we are all creators and co-creators, okay? And the power in the co-creation is something that I'm really excited about interacting with more in my life. Okay, so have you ever tried to do a meditation or a manifesting type situation, or even been in a session with someone like me who asks you, all right, close your eyes and let's take a deep breath and let's ask this lump in your throat what it has to say. And you're like, what? I'm just making this all up. Okay. I've been there. It's very like cringy, right? Like embarrassing, like you don't want to say something weird because you're like just making it up. Okay. On the flip side, have you ever been in a situation where you've gone to a doctor and you're like, something is really wrong with me? And they're like, I think you're just stressed. And what you hear is, I think you're just making it up. Me too, so many times. So painful, right? So this idea of making it up has such a negative connotation in our society. If you've experienced either of those two things, the cringy, like, I think I'm just making it up, and the medical professional telling you, I think you're just making it up, please put a heart in the comments below so that we can send each other some love, because both of those are really uncomfortable, right? So when we think about why is this the case? Why do we have such a focus on it has to be real? It can't be made up. Okay. This has a lot to do with the rational science-based culture that came about during the 17th and 18th centuries around the Enlightenment, where like reason, empiricism, and critical thinking were the prominent scientific rational approach, right? Now, while this has significantly contributed to like growth in technology, medicine, understanding of like, I don't know, all these sort of progress oriented things, it also has been associated with increased stress, anxiety, and a sense of disconnection from the natural and spiritual aspects of life. Because what came before this rationalism was a world where visualization was very prominently used as a part of connecting with divinity, connecting with meaning in life, and being able to understand ourselves as human on this planet. Who used this? Tibetan Buddhism, Native American Vision Quest, Hinduism through visualizing chakras, deities, mantras, ancient Egyptian religion, Qigong, Tai Chi, connecting with the body and movement, mind body connection, Sufi mysticism, visualization of the divine. I'm using ChatGPT, can you tell? New Age and Western esoteric traditions, using it for manifesting desires and goals. Sports and performance psychology. We all have heard the stories about the Olympians who imagine themselves going through the thing and then they can do it. Ayahuasca and plant medicine ceremonies. In the ayahuasca ceremonies, it's all about visualizations, right? African and Afro-Caribbean traditions, establishing communication with spirits, ancestors, deities. Okay, so we had this whole world pre-enlightenment, but probably more like pre-agriculture, right? Well, I don't want to say pre-agriculture because I know that many of these that I just named were involved in agriculture. So let's say pre-enlightenment, where the focus was very much on rational, what you can see and touch and matter, right? This material scientific perspective rather than incorporating the connection with the spiritual. So why is it so painful to embark on these visualizations? It's because we have like inherited this culture belief that that's not real and it's actually not like legitimate. Okay. It's not appropriate even, shall we say, because, you know, we hear as a child, get your head out of the clouds, stop imagining things, get real, right? That's a cultural message that we've been trained in. Now, how do we undo that programming? That takes definitely some commitment, right? And some willingness. And that's something that I want to talk about a lot more together, is this idea of willingness. If we're not willing to do something different, then we cannot expect to have a different life. Okay. That's why be the change now is my concept, because if I'm waiting for the outside to change in order for me to feel better, then I'm going to be waiting forever, right? And it's like, it doesn't make any sense. They always say, like, if you're trying to find the solution with the same set of information, you're never going to find it, right? So there's this willingness, this openness to explore these ideas. So visualization, talking to yourself, to your body, to the objects around you, and giving them the opportunity to respond. Imagining yourself in the future with a different reality. These are very, very powerful tools that we can use. And when you have that little thought pop up, am I making this up? I really encourage you to respond with, perhaps, but there's a longer tradition of me, or of humans interacting with visualization and imagination as a way to connect with wisdom. Then there is examples of us like connecting with wisdom and having improved connection with meaning in our life through rationalism, right? We've got a whole bunch of people who are struggling now in society, and we have evidence of a huge traditions of thousands of years that connected in with this visualizing as a strategy to connect with wisdom. So which do you want to access? I would encourage you to consider this visualization. And if at the very least you hear, am I making it up? Just hear me saying, we are using the imagination to tap into the subconscious and universal consciousness. Okay, try it out. Let me know what you think. Put some comments below, and tell me if you want to hear more about these kind of things, what kind of things you want to hear about. Check out my website. I've got free nervous system ebook, all sorts of courses and ideas and opportunities. Subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying this. Share with a friend, like it. What else? My website is in the description, www.annexperiencer.com. I love you so much. I look forward to continuing to co-create with you. Mwah.